Hey YouTube, Campervan Kevin here. Well, today I'm in Lake Havasu, Arizona. Yep, left all my friends down at the river in Ehrenberg on Christmas. Had to come into Havasu and do some business, and also I need to run into Kingman to see Martini's vet. A lot of people have been asking me how the government shutdown is affecting the BLM land and the LTVA. Well, from what I heard in Quartzsite is that the LTVA, gosh, I really hope I'm getting that right. It's not manned, so people are still using it. They're able to get in and out. I don't know whether there was just too many people that they couldn't move out, or maybe they don't think the government shutdown is going to last a long time. But for whatever reason, at least in Quartzsite, the LTVA land is open. Now, I've never stayed on LTVA land, but my understanding, you have sewer and water, and you pay something just a little under $200, and you can go from spot to spot to spot, all for the same money. I guess what it has over the BLM land is that you have you have water and sewer. I don't really know what more difference there could be other than that. If you do, maybe put it in the description below. But I do have experience with BLM land. Now, I'm in Craggy Wash in Lake Havasu. It's one of my most favorite go-to spots. And I seem to be keeping the road hot between Quartzsite and Kingman. Several hundred miles there, at least several hours between them. Usually when I've been in here, it hasn't been manned. There hasn't been a camp post. But in the last little bit, it has been. But you're allowed 14 days. And then in 14 days, you have to move 20-30 miles from this location, which really doesn't work for me. I don't stay in one place over 2 or 3 days, but I seem to come back and hit the same places every few weeks. But anyway, when I drove in late last night, the camp post sign was covered. So I'm thinking that the BLM land is open without permits as well. I mean, all you get is a little tag, whatnot, stating the time you come in and when you're supposed to leave. But the camp post sign was covered with a black trash bag last night. So I guess even the camp posts they're here, but they're not enforcing anything. Morning, Tucker. How you doing this morning? Man, you don't know. I don't know what. You just don't know, man. I need a haircut so bad. Why'd you have to start off like that, Tucker? You made me think something was wrong. I can't see. I'm shaggy. I'm embarrassed. Well, Miss Dana, she was able to cut baby MaeMae and Martini, but her blades got dull. She didn't have anybody to sharpen them, so Tucker didn't get it. Shaggy, shaggy, shaggy. Baby MaeMae's haircut. Hey, everybody. And Martini, their cuts are real good. Yeah. Martini is through with her antibiotics. She's been off of them for 3 or 4 days. The licking is 90% or better stopped. They have got no people food whatsoever. I mean, I could probably have given baby MaeMae and Tucker people food, but that just wouldn't have been fair to Martini. So everybody gets dry food now. And I feed them Diamond brand lamb and rice. And what she'll do, she'll get a big mouthful of food, and she'll set it down and she'll eat it one by one. She's not going to do it now. She knows she's on TV. I got baby MaeMae. She come from a bad spot. I got her from a breeder in Georgia, and there were about 20 Yorkies in the house, and they were not very well taken care of. I mean, her paperwork's impeccable. I mean, impeccable is a strong word, but her paperwork's good. She's got good genetics, but she was about 5 months old when I got her, but she was the littlest of the group. So for her to get a bite of food or whatever, she had to be sneaky and steal it. And I think she got picked on pretty bad too. But she's a little bit shy. The Martini, I got her when she was 8 weeks old. And she was the first one she had a litter of 8. She was in a litter of 8. And I went to school with the people that raised her. Well, what do you say? That had the Yorkies, the breeding pair. Anyway, 8 weeks old, she went in my pocket. So she doesn't know fear, she doesn't know hunger, she doesn't know anything that's negative. And so that's where her personality is so outgoing, I think. But she's still messing around. Martini, she's still, your name isn't Martini. She's still messing around with that tongue. I mean, obviously she feels good, but the tongue sticks out and she has saliva bubbles on it. Yeah, I'll play with you in just a minute with the purple dog. So, while I'm in Kingman, I'm going to run by her vet. We're going to look in that mouth one more time. She said it, possibly cancer if it wasn't the pancreas. So I think we got the pancreas all handled. But I'm wondering if she has like another type of mouth infection, a bacteria. Maybe she's got a tooth. Maybe she's got something stuck in her tooth, in her gums, maybe in her throat. So see how she's still licking? Maybe it's habit. I don't know. But I'm tired of wondering, and I want to know for sure. There's Purple Dog. There's Purple Dog. Oh, you're so strong. Oh, you're so strong. Man, I want to play. Martini will bite you in the ear, and you know it. Ooh, the wind picked up out there, and it's cold. It's colder in Lake Havasu than it is down on the river in Ehrenberg. So I wanted to tell you, everyone that sent me a Christmas card or postcard, I still hadn't got it, and it's probably going to be another week before I do. I need to be in one place for 3 or 4 days so the mail can catch up with me. But thank you so much for my Christmas cards and postcards. But I wanted to show you what I bought myself for Christmas. So I was here. Golly, look at the dust. There's no way to get rid of it. It's everywhere. I'm clean. I am. But I was here in Havasu several weeks ago, and I met a guy. He was in a Class A. Really, really nice person. He camped with us, or close to us, for several nights. But he's like, Kevin, he said, I want to show you something. I was like, well, what you got? So he pulled out these binoculars. I was like, well, okay, binoculars, okay. But he says, no, he said, these were my grandfather's. So now I'm intrigued. He said, yeah, he was a Navy captain, World War II. And he says, these were left to me, these were willed to me. My grandfather gave them to me, something along those lines. And they were Bosch & Lomb 7x50 binoculars from 1943. And I was like, how? He said, the optics on these are just incredible. And he said, plus they were my grandfather's, right? So I was like, well, now I got to see them. And I was just blown away at the quality of, I mean, we've all had the binoculars that you twisted the thing in the middle and they fell apart and felt cheap and all that. Oh, I got a haircut yesterday. Got it high and tight. The barber in Havasu, he done me up good, didn't he? Only thing shorter than this is to shave it. But so So anyway, I looked at his binoculars. I thought to myself, I gotta find a pair of these. But how do you find a pair of 1943 binoculars that were on a Navy ship? I did. So here they are. Here's the case. I found them on eBay, and they were a couple $100. So this is the original case. I got to clean it up a little bit. 1943. So I mean, these were used on warships and whatnot, naval vessels during the war. Look at the condition of this thing. Something right here. I don't know what that is or what caused it. I think it's some kind of adhesive. I'm gonna work on it. But the rest is good. See how it fastens here on the bottom? I like to find me a good Army Navy store here. I don't think there's any around. So here's the case. Let me get them out and show them to you. They're kind of tight and I can't do it with one hand. All right, so here they are. Original straps. Really pretty incredible condition. About the condition of my friend's here that he had. And I'll show you. Man, what are you doing? I'm trying to show everybody my Christmas present, Tucker, to myself. What did I get? You got me, and I got you. So let me show them. You stay right there. So here's where they're marked. U.S. Navy BU ships marked 28. Anyway, these are the exact markings that he had on his. Bosch and Lomb optics. It's some kind of tag right here. It has some kind of coating on the lens. Isn't that nice? Well, I'm so proud of them, I can't stand it. And these have just as good of optics and just as clean as the others. Well, thank you, Martini. It wasn't that sweet. She just come over and gave me a little lick. Yeah, that's my baby. Daddy, I don't want to go to no doctor today. Well, that's where we're going. You play with Tucker for a minute. So anyway, that's one of my Christmas presents to myself. I wonder if we can look through the lens. This ain't easy. Hey, we can. Here we are looking through the lens. I'm just not steady enough to hold it and do it. So you can see the optics are really pretty darn incredible. I'm really proud of them. Now, my other Christmas present to myself, you may remember a few weeks ago, I bought a World War II Korean medical blanket that was 100% wool. I was camping with a buddy, Mike. He travels with Caravan Carolyn a good bit. And we were talking about covers and staying warm at night. And he says, boy, I love my wool blanket. I said, well, I never slept under a wool blanket before. He said, you're kidding. I was like, no, never done. If I had one, I don't remember it. Tucker, what are you doing? He's probably going to be putting his fingers behind my head in a minute like that. I'm watching you, Tuck. I got my eyes on you. My eyes are on you. So I got a little cotton blanket that I put on top, and I put that wool blanket on top. Talk about warm. So I had this idea. I was like, well, what if I get another wool blanket and I put it underneath my fitted sheet? Yeah, it was a good idea. So got a sleeping bag. Look who hit They hide food. Do your dogs do that? They'll burrow under places and they'll hide food. I find food in the weirdest places. I'm kind of impressed and I'm a little bit embarrassed. But anyway, Here's the first one that I got, and I believe it was dated, it's 100% wool. Let's look a little closer here. I believe it was dated 1951. Dated, can't make it out. Dated 15 March. Anyway, when I bought it, I believe it's marked somewhere else. It was 51. This thing is warm. They say the wool is better from back then. It's about $50 shipped. So I'm washing laundry today. So this is what I sleep. What sleeps on? This is what's on top of me, and the wool blanket's on top of that. People say it's real scratchy. This is what happens when you have little dogs in your bed. They say it's real scratchy, but it doesn't really bother me. So here's my fitted sheet. I got another one underneath me. This is one of the best things I've done for camping. So a lot of you guys know about wool blankets, but for those of you that don't, I highly, highly suggest it. So my covers are, gosh, do some quick math here. 57, almost 70 years old. And my binoculars are older than that. Martini licks her feet a lot. You get these little lick spots. She licks her feet and then she licks the blanket. It's kind of weird, Martini. Are you doing it again? Hello? Daddy, I'm busy. Will you turn around just a second? You're licking your feet then. So I got binoculars and I got wool blankets. So that's what I gave myself for Christmas. It was a good Christmas, and I had a lot of fun. Nothing like spending Christmas with good friends. All right. Well, I think this video's run long. Say it with me. I'm gonna end this little video right here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Hey, we'll see you again soon. With my binoculars, I might see you first. All right, you guys take care. Bye-bye.